Hi, it's Zach Jones here from Heal Yourself and Move. And in today's session, I'll be working with Emily, who you might have seen in another episode of our training series. We're working on with her lung capacity and stamina. In this one, we're looking at how to improve her feet, her balance, the arch of her feet, and the ability to integrate that into movement. And one of the things that Emily so articulately explains is how she's both getting the release and the length and the extra sort of lightness in the leg, as well as getting the connection and the access to the deeper muscles and connective tissue through looking at the same exercise in two different ways. So if you're interested in improving that demi point, improving the shape of your feet and improving your balance, but also understanding how to be calm and relaxed at the same time and getting a beautiful connection into your whole body's movement, then please watch this session and then let me know how you go. So, how would you apply this process to the last process we did? First of all, notice where you've got contact. You've got it on the ball. You've got it under your knee. You've got it on your bum. You've got it the whole of the other leg. All of them are contacting points. All of them, if you're rising and falling with your breathing and not trying to do anything special with it, all of them are actually, maybe you can see that they're gently moving. Maybe you can look for the point where one of them isn't moving. Is there a point where can you find a point of contact? This is a little challenge. As you're rising and fall, can you find a point that isn't moving?
Points that aren't moving.
There you go. Okay. And that's what you want to keep examining, because if you feel there's a point that's not moving, that might be a point of most tension or most discomfort or something in your body. And that's what you want to just check and go, oh, maybe it is actually moving. And then what do? How do you find it? You go to the point nearest to it. Is that moving? And that's what we do now from here. Now you're going to go and check all the non-contacting points. So your contact points are all moving. Now go, well, what's the non-contacting points doing? What's the point closest to a contact point? So it could be your ankle again. Yeah. And as you're doing it, at any point within this, allow yourself to pause. It doesn't have to be at the start of it, doesn't have to be the end. Any point you can pause, and I want you to check into and notice what you notice. Breathe. Contact points, movement of the contact points. Where's a non-contacting point that's moving? And then you just continue. And there's another point you're at is where you feel the rising and falling, there's also going to be a weight shift. Because if you're feeling the contact points moving, that's actually shifting weight. As you shift weight and you place more weight in one area, that creates loading and deep muscle connection, which gives you something to release. And if you release it, then you're getting a different layer or level of movement, like that stream that we've done when we notice it back off its side, that it relaxes. Then come off there and just let your legs stretch out in front of you. What do you notice?
Well, the one that I just put on ball, it's like a lot less. This one's like really, it feels like a lot higher off the floor. Like you can probably see the difference if I do this. Like this one's like a lot into the floor. Like this one's like a bit further up.
Standing up and then just seeing what that feels like. And as you're moving, as you're going up to that point, I want you to check in every time. Like as each step of the way now, as you're shifting, just give yourself a chance to go, what's my breath doing? What's the rise and fall doing? How's that feel on that leg now?
It feels like it's easier to balance for starters. Like my foot feels like more into the floor, and this one feels higher up. Like, yeah. And when weight shifting, this one feels like when I stand on it, there's a lot of tension in the leg, while this one is like more relaxed, even when I'm straightening my knee. In general, it feels like the whole part of the body is like connected to there's like one leg, while this one's less connected. I used to do the exercise before doing that. It just felt like it made a difference in my balance. It made a difference in the stuff, but it didn't actually connect it to the body. It like released the tension, but it didn't like feel more connected as it does now. While doing this is combining the two things, so it feels connected, but we're also getting the same results as when I did it before.
It's actually, there's a whole as you calm everything down and relax it and connect it, you're tapping into something called a parasympathetic nervous system. Have you ever heard of that? So that's the one that basically means that you're just relaxed and calm. And when we're taken out of that when we're worried about things, when we use tension, when we're stressed, when we can't pick things up, and we're going into what they call the sympathetic nervous system. We want to be connecting into the parasympathetic nervous system, and then that allowing everything else, as we're saying, to be invited into it. And that allows it to experiencing all these beautiful things that you're starting to be able to achieve. It's really well done.
Even when stopping, it feels like I'm more connected, like it's one movement. Even the in between steps, it feels like it's connected rather than just body getting into one position, then being not together and like moving separately to get to another position, and it doesn't look as flowy. But now it feels like even when moving between steps, it's like as one.
Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure you have any questions or comments. Let me know anything you'd like to see some trainings on at any stage. Let me know. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. If you're interested in taking this a little bit further, getting a little bit more knowledge as well, why don't you subscribe to our Facebook group, where we do lives every Friday on the topic of your choice, and allows you to get sort of behind the scenes access to some really important aspects of the Heal Yourself and Move system. Look forward to seeing you there.